So, Judge, what's the measles situation at this point?
Well, last week we sort of had an interesting issue because I was notified by the state doctor at the Texas Department of Health and Human Services that we had 19 cases of measles in Upshur County. But that same doctor informed me they're all isolated at the same location and that everybody that had tested positive for measles hadn't been mixed with any other members of the public because it's in sort of a campus-like setting of people from out of state, some of them. And the good news is today I've been advised by the HHS that the number of measles cases at that same location is down to 4, that the 4 people that are testing positive for measles are recovering nicely. Nobody got seriously ill or hospitalized. And that the 2 cases that apparently brought it into that location from out of state have remained isolated there also, and they fully recovered. So we're in pretty good shape with that particular measles outbreak, and we don't expect any flare-ups again.
So, is this kind of like a camp situation or a campus or some kind of something like that?
Yes. As I told other people in the media, I don't feel it'd be fair to these folks to invade their privacy because they're not that large. But they, I'm convinced, have not mixed with the public. If they did, I would say something, but they haven't. So
they pretty much stayed secluded to themselves, even before they quarantined themselves, I guess.
yes.
Okay.
And the state doctor told me, hey, these people are doing everything right, following all guidelines, all protocols. We're monitoring them daily, and there's no reason to get panicked about it. So I'm not panicked about it. I'm going to be panicked if I get a report that one of our school children has something, but I haven't received any reports of that. I've been assured there's no reports anywhere from Upshur County except at this one isolated location, and those cases have subsided and are going to decline. And if the 4 cases we have now, I'm figuring they'll be symptom-free next week. We won't have any active cases in Upshur County.
Yeah. So this, but I guess when the initial word came down, it's kind of a surprise to you.
Yes, it was. The state doctor told me, I got a surprise for you. I'm doing my job letting you know you've got 19 cases of measles, but they're all in one cluster at the same location, and they're doing everything right.
Now I understand that one of those people that came down with measles actually went to the hospital.
Correct.
To a hospital in Longview.
That's correct.
But it was I get he was treated for something unrelated to measles. That's what I'd heard.
I was told that the individual was taken to the hospital for other medical reasons, and while there, the physicians documented, you've got measles symptoms. Let me give you a test, and they did, and the person was positive for measles. That individual went back to the same location, straight back there, and has totally recovered from this.
Okay, so this didn't have to go back to the hospital.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. So, but that's really good news that these people were able to just get over it and move on.
Yes, and they're good people too. So, very good people.
Probably
some of our best people that I have around here. I hate it that it happened to them, but Upshur County's becoming more mobile. There's industry, commerce, more and more from out of the county. And the 2 cases that brought it here were both from out of the state of Texas.
So are these people, have they relocated here, or are they going back?
No, the location's been here for years, and they haven't gone back. They have business here, and they've stayed here, and they've recovered. They haven't gone back.
Okay, all right. And so and no word of any anything else anywhere else, I guess.
Thank the Lord, no notice, no word of any other measles reports anywhere in Upshur County.
Now,
None whatsoever. Now, what I'm afraid of is you've got a lot of measles outbreak cases out in the West Texas, New Mexico is what they're telling me. And then I read in the paper you had one in Rockwall County. They had a positive case, but that person's recovered. But, you know, if that migrates just generally on all of us from the West, that would present a problem. But I don't have any indication that that's happening at this time, and I hope it doesn't.
How often are you in communication with the state about all this?
They call me as needed anytime there's any issues that affect the population of Upshur County, as they do the county judge of any county of whatever sort, whether it was COVID several years ago or measles now, and I call them. And so I figured out you wanted to get an update on the situation. Yesterday, I called the state doctors last night, and I've got contact and access to them, and they assured me we're down to 4 cases, and they're recovering. And we're hoping to be clear of all this by next week.
All right, good deal. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I just think that the Department of Health and Human Services are doing their job. And I'm really grateful I have that resource for the citizens of Upshur County. So they've got several people in the network that monitor health situations around Texas, and they've got some assigned to this area. And I appreciate them. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have known. And then it's my job whether or not to disseminate things to the public. And I try to roll transparent. I think mothers have a right to know, is my child going to be exposed to something at school or my husband at work? And I'm convinced there wasn't any risk of exposure, not as a result of this outbreak. If I thought there was a risk, I would go further, but there was no risk of spread from that location. And so I hope we don't get any cases here. If we do, I think it's going to be just general migration from all over, like what's happening in West Texas. But maybe that won't happen.
We can be hopeful. So I guess their investigation is over, or is it kind of
No,
just ongoing?
It's ongoing. What the state doctors do is when a situation like this happens, they monitor those cases daily, get updates daily, keep that in their system, and they keep me apprised of how the cases are progressing, whether you're getting more cases or less cases. Fortunately, they're declined now from 19 to 4. And these 4, we think, will not be contagious or exhibiting any symptoms probably by midweek of next week. With some luck, we'll be totally in the clear and there will be no cases in this county.
All right, good deal. Thanks a lot, Judge.
Okay.